Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages are coming through for the collective today. What do we need to hear? What does the collective need to know today for this message, please? I was too proud to admit my faults. Well, I do feel that pride and ego do not belong in these kind of connections, because when you are operating from a place of pride and ego, you are not being authentic or real, but your person is able to see that they were operating from the place of their pride and their ego, which is why they're saying, I was too proud to admit my faults. But your person can see where their faults lie now, and they are feeling the heavy burden of all of it at the moment because they are having to acknowledge that they created the damage, that they created the disconnect in this relationship with the two of you by allowing their drama, their trauma, their dysfunction, their toxic habits and behaviors, and perhaps other things to come into this relationship with you. And while it was happening, while all of the chaos was swirling between the two of you, they wouldn't take responsibility for it. But this is about them being able to stand up and acknowledge that yes, they were too proud, that yes, they were operating from a place of ego, and those things do not belong in this connection. Neither does stubbornness, and that as well can be part of their fault. Part of their faults, rather, being stubborn, not being willing to compromise, not being willing to see things from your perspective. But all of these things are changing within your person because they are wanting an opportunity to repair this relationship. They want to regain what they have lost, and what your person is really feeling the loss of at the moment is you. They want to regain this partnership, and they want to be able to come back to you and be honest and real and truthful and authentic. And being in that place of authenticity, living from the place of your soul, is how these connections work best. And it is part of our responsibility to the universe to be in that place of living from the space of our authentic self. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the universe, and we owe it to our partner as well. And as your person comes back, you're going to see this difference in them. They will be much more humble than the person that created the drama, the chaos, and the conflict between the two of you, because they have had an awakening and they see where their pride and their ego in terms of not being able to say when they were wrong, not being able to apologize. All of these things are going to be very different as your person makes their way back to you. I was too self-centered and made it all about me sometimes. Well, that is also coming from a place of ego, right? Did you guys experience that with your person? Where they were very self-centered, where they were operating from that place of needing to be right and needing to have their needs and desires fulfilled. And you can't be in a connection with someone that is constantly in that space. These connections work when both of you are real and authentic with each other, and when you are operating from that place of unconditional love. That includes selflessness, not selfish behavior. There's a big difference in being selfish and selfless. And your person can see that you were the one that was selfless, that you were the one that was giving, and they were on the receiving end. And perhaps they took you for granted. Perhaps they took advantage of your love, your generosity, your kindness, your compassion, and just the nature of who you are. But you are that loving, caring, giving person because you are living from the perspective of your soul, and you are being authentic. But your person can see where they were too self-centered and where they made it about them. And they want to return and make sure that you can see the change in them, that they're going to be giving more to you and to this relationship than the person that was with you in the past, because they've had a major awakening. The pride and the ego are going to be gone because your person has been awakened by the power of the spirit of the universe. And they see and understand now with much greater clarity that they needed to go through these changes, and you have been the one that pointed out to this person perhaps through words, perhaps just by reflecting back to them those things within them that were broken, those places in their lives where they needed work, those places that they need to address, where they needed to spend time in self-reflection, where they needed to do some inner work and some deep soul digging to get rid of their pride and their ego and their inability to apologize and admit when they were wrong, because this will be different as your person comes back into your life. But let's see what else. Let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. I'm scared to say the wrong thing to you and make things worse. Well, this could be, guys, part of the reason why your person is silent. Many times a person can be silent because they're trying to find the right words to say, and they are grasping to try and figure out how they can express themselves and how they can explain themselves. But your person has had to eat a great serving of humble pie here. They're going to be humbled if you allow them back into your life, and they will operate forward, moving with you from that place of humility, with gratitude and the expression of their appreciation to you, because you have given them this chance to start fresh and start over with you. But they are fearful of saying the wrong words because they don't know how many chances they have to say the right words to you. Your person may believe that they have brought so much damage and so much chaos and drama and trauma into this connection with you that they may only have one chance to get it right. They are trying to diligently find the right words to say to you, to express themselves to you, to present this apology to you, to tell you that they were wrong, that you were right, that they were not able to apologize in the past because they were coming from a place of pride and ego. But things are going to be different moving forward. They want to tell you that they were self-centered, although you possibly already knew that based on their actions and how they behave towards you. But they also want to show you that they are going to be selfless and living from this place of authenticity with you as the two of you move forward together. But they are searching for the right words. They don't want to say the wrong thing to you because they don't want to do irreparable damage to this connection. Your person is acknowledging that they can see where they failed you and where they brought chaos, drama, trauma, and confusion into this relationship with you. They want to make sure that that doesn't happen again. So they are being silent at the moment because they are afraid that they will say the wrong thing and then do irreparable damage. So in a way, they feel that they are doing the right thing at the moment as they continue to work through their issues, as they continue to release their pride and ego, as they continue to come to the place where they are living from the perspective of their truth, so that when they are fully ready to have this conversation with you, they will have the right words to say. Because they want to make sure that the words that come out of their mouth make a difference to you. They want to make sure that the words they speak have meaning to you and that it is going to reflect back to you the changes that they have made within themselves that they have known for so very long that they've needed to make. Because your person could see through that reflection, through that mirror, this twin flame, this soulmate mirror, the things that they needed to change, and they didn't want to admit it when you were together before, but my goodness, they are having to do that now because they have awakened to these things within them. You are a tremendous catalyst for change in this person's life, and they want to express this to you as well. But at the moment, they are searching for the right words to say because they don't want to blow it with you. Your person can easily acknowledge that they have blown it already, and they are feeling the heavy weight of that right now, and it is causing them to be embarrassed and ashamed of themselves, disgusted with themselves as well. But they want to make sure that the words they say are the right words because they want you to hear them out. They want you to listen to what they have to say to you. But let's see what else is coming through, please. What do we need to know? I miss walking hand in hand with you. Well, don't you guys out there watching this reading miss walking hand in hand with your person? Walking down the street, walking down the beach, walking through the park, walking to the restaurant, holding hands with each other. And it's so much more than holding hands, because that is how you connect with each other. And your person misses more than this as well. They just miss being around you. They miss hearing the sound of your voice. They miss the way that you smell. They miss the way that you feel. They miss wrapping their arms around you. They miss falling asleep next to you. They miss sitting on the sofa, watching television with you, holding hands with each other in that very intimate space where you are just sharing and enjoying each other's company, not in that passionate way. This is about that different kind of emotional intimacy where you are just content holding hands with each other, looking at each other, talking to each other, watching something on television, listening to music, enjoying a meal together. Your person misses walking hand in hand with you, but they miss everything else about you as well. But let's see what else we need to know. What else is coming through, please? What do we need to hear? What is happening? Every time something good or bad happens, you are the one I want to tell, because I feel that your person always came to you first. When something good happened in their life, they wanted you to be the first person that heard the news from them. When something bad happened in their life, they also wanted you to be the first person they told, because you are a great listener and you had empathy for what your person was going through and experiencing. And perhaps they wanted to run things by you to get some advice or some counsel from you, because you have always shared your wisdom and your knowledge with your person. And you did that without any selfish expectation of anything in reward, because that is why you are selfless. And your person had been selfish, but they are trying to become selfless now. But back to this card, your person is acknowledging that every time something happens in their life, you are the one they want to tell. You are the one they want to share this news with, whether it is good news, whether it is bad news, because you are the one they want to share everything with. And they don't want to just come at you with this out of the blue. At first, they know that they're going to have to come at you with more of an explanation, with definite apology as well. And this is what they are working through right now. They're scared to say the wrong thing and make things worse. So at the moment, they are just silent, but they will figure themselves out, because all of this is part of that grander plan that is in place between you and your person. That plan, that divine plan that is in place that brought the two of you together to begin with for that very first meeting. That same divine plan is at play in your lives, and the universe, God, your angels are still at work with divine intervention to help get this connection to the place where the two of you are talking again, so that you can share good and bad news with each other. But we will use some tarot cards now and see what else is coming through for the collective. Let's see what else we need to know, please. What else do we need to hear? What else is coming through? Well, this is the Ten of Wands. Well, the Ten of Wands is a card of heavy oppression. And I feel that is the weight of all of this bearing down on your person, feeling that guilt, regret, and remorse for the things that they did to this connection that damaged you and damaged this relationship. But they're also seeing with this Ten of Wands how it's damaged themselves as well. I do feel this Ten of Wands is also telling us that your person is stressed out about not having the right words to say to you, but they will figure them out. It is all part of the process of trusting in this divine plan that is here between you and your person. They want to make sure that the words that they express to you are the right words, not in a way to manipulate you by any stretch of the imagination, but because they want to apologize to you in a very sincere and meaningful way. And if they have never truly apologized before, they're having to work it out because their pride and ego is gone and they are ready to admit their faults. And this is possibly stressing them out as well at the moment. And what I'm also hearing, I do feel your person may be having some back pain, some neck pain, some headaches. And perhaps you guys out there watching the reading as well are experiencing some of that with this Ten of Wands energy being present. Because this Ten of Wands is also about this strong empathy and telepathy that you share with your person. And if they are having headaches and backaches and neck pain and all of those things, and it's really bothering them, and for some of you out there, I do feel it is really bothering them, you will pick that up from them. So make sure that you do something to take care of yourself, whether it's alternating hot and ice, whether it's getting massage, whether it is getting in a hot bath with sea salt, whatever it is for you, try to alleviate some of this if you are feeling and experiencing any kind of back, neck, or shoulder pain at the moment, because what your person has right now, they're carrying the weight of all of this on their shoulders, and it feels like the weight of the world to them because they are carrying this heavy burden of their guilt, their regret, their sadness, their remorse, and they are having to work through this, but it is the lesson that your person needs at the moment. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What else is coming through, please? The Ace of Swords. Well, there is clarity here, and there is integrity and honor and truth coming into this connection with your person. This is how they're going to be able to apologize, because this is about them no longer being in that place of ego, pride, and selfishness. This is about them being authentic. This is about them being truthful, because when we are our authentic self, we are living in the space of our truth. And this is your person returning to you in the space of their truth. That authentic self, your person being real, your person being raw, your person being able to tell you everything and having the right words to make that happen, because the Ace of Swords is the initiation of communication. But also it is about the breakthrough that your person is having. Carrying this heavy weight, this heavy burden of their guilt, regret, and remorse is giving them the wake-up call that they need. And they see and understand things now in ways that they could not before, because they were blinded by their ego, pride, and selfish behavior. Well, that blindfold has come off, and your person sees the reality of everything, and they see where they hurt you, and they are feeling the heavy guilt, regret, and remorse of that at the moment, which is why they want to come forward and express their apology to you and speak the truth to you about everything. But let's see what else is coming through. What else is coming through for this message today, please? What do we need to hear? Justice. Well, more truth, honesty, and integrity is coming forth from your person with this Justice card being here. Now, justice is about the law of cause and effect. So perhaps your person has had to endure a little suffering through karmic repercussions for things that they did that perhaps hurt you very deeply. But justice as well is about your person acknowledging that they didn't treat you fairly. They did not treat you with the same amount of love, respect, and dignity that you bestowed upon them. And they know that they need to restore this balance to this relationship. And that is what this Justice card is about, where there is equal give and take, where you are both working to compromise with each other and resolve things through explanation, adult conversation, and working things through that way, instead of your person saying, I am right, you are wrong, and then storming away. Or creating problems, creating arguments out of just simple misunderstandings. All of this behavior is something that is being leveled out, and it's not going to be present in this relationship with you and your person anymore, because they want to act with honesty and integrity, and they want you to trust them, and they know it's going to take them a minute to regain your trust and your faith and your respect in them. But also with justice being here, this is about the soul blueprint that you share with your person, that you are having these life lessons and experiences right now during this time that you are in separation, preparing for union, to help both of you grow to achieve and reach that great potential that you can each achieve by living from the perspective of your soul. And very soon, your soul blueprints are going to intersect with each other so that you can continue your journey together with each other and complete this soul contract, this soul blueprint that you have, because the love destiny between you and your person hasn't been finished yet. There's more to come. There's unfinished business between the two of you. But let's see what else is coming through. Let's see what else we need to know, please. What messages do we need to hear? This is the Four of Swords. Well, this is about your person acknowledging that they are in retreat At the moment, they are being quiet with the Four of Swords showing up. There's probably, for most of you out there watching this reading, not much communication happening between you outwardly, but your person is communicating within themselves. They are looking within, and they have been working at this to identify those things within them that cause them to be proud, that cause them to not acknowledge when they made mistakes, that cause them to be self-centered, coming at you from their pride and ego, which don't belong in this connection, because this Four of Swords is about your person healing all of that stuff. Hallelujah for that. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? The Ace of Wands. Goodness gracious. Well, this is about starting over. This is about your person following through with this big wake-up call that they've been having. This is about your person getting it. This is about your person having the spiritual awakening and spiritual awareness that they need to come back in your direction and show you that they have changed, that they have gone through this spiritual metamorphosis, that they have transformed, and that they are living from the perspective of their soul. This is about them following through to make sure that it happens. This is also about them following through to show up for you and say the right words and not make mistakes, because your person doesn't want to make these same mistakes again. They have experienced what life is without you, and quite frankly, they are not liking it, and they want to get back to this connection. They want to get back to this love, because you are the one that makes this person happy. They were too proud to admit all of this in the past, but their pride and ego is going to be stripped away. And as I mentioned earlier, you will see a humility in this person that you are probably not expecting, because they have had this massive shift in perspective. They've had this major wake-up call, and I do feel that this is what your person needs to have, so that they can return and be real and be authentic with you. We also have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom. Well, the Five of Pentacles is your person actually feeling left out in the cold, being kind of worried, feeling abandoned. Now, you guys watching the reading, you did not abandon your person. Do not think that you did, unless, of course, you know absolutely sure that you did that. But this is about them feeling abandoned, because when they abandoned you and this connection, they can see where they abandoned themselves. They've definitely had a wake-up call to that, and they are feeling left out in the cold without the warmth of you and your love. But like that Ten of Wands, again, powerful teacher, waking your person up to see the reality of everything. And many times people need to be awoken, right? The universe comes along to shake us up and wake us up, and this is what's happening for your person at the moment. But this is where they are, and this is what they need. They need to have this experience, because it is giving them the clarity that they need, and it is giving them the courage and confidence as well that they need to come back in your direction. We also have the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is about communication coming from your person. This is about them reaching out to communicate with you. We also have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is about happiness. It is about peace, tranquility, joy, stability, being returned to this relationship with your person. Because with this Ten of Cups being here, it tells us your person's love for you is so very strong and so very deep. And perhaps your person was too proud to admit their love for you in the past, because they were trying to deny the connection. They were trying to poo-poo it. They were trying to say it was all in your head, or whatever else that your person might have said. But the love for you is this Ten of Cups. Cups are ruled by the element of water, which is all about love and emotions and feelings. And 10 cups filled to the top with love is what this card means. And this is the love that the two of you share for each other. But the 10 of Cups is also a card of long-term partnership, and it is a card of happily ever after with your person. We also have the Strength card on the bottom. Now, I feel that this Strength card tells us your person is aware that this is an endless, infinite love between the two of you, especially with it coming next to that 10 of Cups. And they've always known it, but again, pride, ego, fear, insecurities, being too selfish to admit these things to you in the past, because maybe they were trying to keep you guessing about where you stood in their life. And many times if someone is emotionally damaged from past relationships, or they have fears or insecurities, they can definitely put on that kind of behavior and put on that kind of facade. But with this Strength card being next to the Ten of Cups, it tells us your person knows the two of you have a very strong, deep love for each other. But it's also about this Strength card is about courage. It is about your person finding that courage, that strength, and that confidence within themselves that they need to no longer fear reaching out to you and saying the wrong things to you. This is about them going for it. This is about them rising up. I was saying, wasn't the Ace of Wands on here somewhere as well? Yes, this is about them rising up and doing what is necessary and coming in your direction with the right words, with the right attitude, and with the love as well, because your person wants to get back into this connection with you, and they want to get back into this partnership and see where it can move for the two of you, because with this Ten of Cups being here, it is ultimately about long-term partnership with your person, having a home together, perhaps combining families or having a family together. Please just take those things as it resonates for you. It won't resonate with everyone, but the Ten of Cups is about happiness, harmony, balance, peace, stability, security, joy, all being in this relationship with your person, because this Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card. And this is the ultimate goal of this connection with your person. It has always been the ultimate goal of this connection, which is why there is this unfinished business between the two of you that comes with that Justice card. I was talking about your soul contract, your soul blueprint with each other earlier, and you haven't gotten to the fun part of that yet. That part is coming because your person is returning and they want to start over with you. We also have the High Priestess on the bottom. And the High Priestess does tell us that your person has gained spiritual awareness during the time you've been away from each other, very much supporting that Ace of Wands, because the High Priestess is about spiritual growth and spiritual connection that the two of you share with each other. But this is also about your intuition and empathy and telepathy that you share with each other, always being able to pick up each other's thoughts and feelings. That's how these connections work. But as well, I feel this High Priestess is telling us today that in the past, your person kept their feelings for you hidden for most of you out there watching the reading. They were insecure, they were fearful, they were too proud to tell you how much they loved you. They were too self-centered to express their love for you. But all of this is changing because with this Ten of Cups, your person's feelings are going to be coming out of them and towards you, because that is how this is laying out for this reading today, guys. No more hiding it within them, no more locking it away in their heart, but your person being able to show up and be expressive of the love that they feel for you, the way that it should be. And that is how these connections are supposed to work. But with that Ten of Wands as well, this does tell us that this connection between you and your person is a very powerful spiritual connection, because wands are things like fire. There are things like spiritual growth. It is about this connection. It can also be anger and arguing and fighting. But what I feel from the universe, what they're saying is this is about the spiritual connection at the moment, but also about your person's guilt, regret, and remorse, and being very angry with themselves for allowing things to take the turn that they did when the two of you were together. But let's see what else is coming through, please. What do we need to hear? What messages does the collective need to know? Coming to life. This card comes with number 29. If anyone resonates with 29, although 2 + 9 does equal 11, which is all about union. Coming to life. Feel that this is telling us your person is coming out of this place of stagnation, and they are going to be coming towards you with a lot of energy, which actually makes sense as well with that 8 of Wands, because although the 8 of Wands is a card of communication, it is also about getting things moving and getting things unstuck, and your person taking action and following through to get things unstuck, because your person is going to be coming to life. Things coming out of limbo. so that this connection can start on its journey towards union with this fresh start, and then moving it along to this place of this happily ever after with that 10 of Cups. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Full moon, power. This could be a timing card, guys. Perhaps on a full moon, perhaps you could be hearing from your person. But I feel as well the time for the full moon is when you should embrace your own power and perhaps do some manifestations, do some meditations to draw down the moon. This card does come with number 16, if anyone resonates with 16, although 1 plus 6 does equal 7, which is about change. I feel that this is about your person finding their power, finding their courage, their confidence, their strength, that they need to no longer be fearful or scared of saying the wrong words to you, but just reaching out and going for it and making it happen, because all they have to do is say a few words to you and you can respond. And from those few responses back and forth, that is how conversations grow, right? Of course, for some reason, I feel that right now your person can't conceptualize that because they feel that they need to fix everything at the moment. And that is part of that 10 of Wands as well. Knowing that they have brokenness, knowing that their fears, their doubts, their insecurities, their pride and their ego and their selfishness created all of the damage in this connection, is telling them that they need to fix it, that they need to repair it, when it really, when really all it takes is just reaching out to you. Can we talk? Can we meet? Can we have coffee? Whatever, and just talk to each other, because I need to explain myself and I really miss talking to you. And I've had all these great things happen in my life and these bad things have happened too, and I miss being able to tell you, but I have so much more to share with you than that, because I want to tell you that I was wrong, that I made so many mistakes. I need to apologize to you, but I want to do it in a very meaningful way. I was too self-centered in the past. I was only operating from a place of my own self-serving behavior, and you were always so selfless in the way that you treated me. And I know that I need to treat you that same way, but when we were spending time together before, I couldn't do it because I was too immature. So I put up this pride, I put up this ego, which was really a false bravado to all the insecurities that I felt within myself, to make me feel better about myself. But in feeling better about myself, I really hurt you, and I very possibly risked destroying this connection. Oh my God, I want you to forgive me so bad. I need to explain all of this to you so very much. If you will just allow me to have this conversation with you, and from there, the two of you can build and talk and put it all out on the table so that you both have your own understanding and your own validation about what happened, and you are no longer feeling that sense of not being validated, of your person hurting you because you felt that it was something that you did or said to them, or some perceived shortcoming that is within you, you guys watching the reading. And it's not anything within you. This has and always has been something within them that needed to be worked on, that you showed them the way. That is how these connections work. That is how that mirror, that is how that reflection works. They could see where they needed to fix themselves, and so they ran, thinking that if they just run away, they weren't going to have to fix themselves. But it doesn't really work like that, does it? Why, no, it does not. Because when the universe says it's time to change, it's time to transform, it's time to get rocking and rolling. And you can run from the challenges, you can run from the lessons, you can run from having to transform and change, but the universe is more powerful than we are. God and the angels are more powerful than we are as well. So when it is time for you to change, you can resist it for a while, but eventually you are going to have to put in the work and go through the growth. You can run, but you can't hide from the powers that be, because the universe is going to come calling on your person's door. They came along, and this is what they're going through right now. But these are the lessons that they've needed in order to grow up in order to become accountable, to become authentic, to be able to admit when they were wrong, to be able to be responsible to you and to this relationship. This is the transformation that is happening in your person while you are away from each other. But your person is figuring it out. And it's all because of you and because of your love for them. The masculine. Well, this card comes with number 42. 42 is an interesting number if anyone resonates with 42, although 4 plus 2 does equal 6, which is a number for balance. Very much supporting that Justice card, bringing balance and harmony back into themselves, but also into this connection. Now, this is not saying that your person is a divine masculine in terms of gender, because we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energies within us. This is more so saying that your person is embracing the energy of the divine masculine at the moment, which is what they need to do, because the characteristics of the divine masculine are things like having a plan, following through with that plan, making something happen, having a strategy, getting ready to make a powerful move, and not being fearful that they're going to say the wrong thing to you because they want to talk to you and they want to explain themselves. This is about your person getting the courage, getting the confidence, getting that faith within them as well for what they need to do to come back in your direction. This is them embracing the energy of the divine masculine at the moment, and trying to keep those two things balanced is a very delicate thing. It is really hard to stay in that balance of divine feminine and divine masculine. I think you have to actually be a hermit up on a mountaintop somewhere, completely removed from all of society in order to achieve that balance. But your person allowed things to get way out of balance between the two of you when you were spending time together before. They are finding that balance now, but they are also going to follow through and make something happen between the two of you because they know that the ball is in their court. They know that it is up to them to make something happen. They know that they have to reach out to you. And they are hoping that when they serve that ball to you, you will bounce it back to them. And the two of you can open these lines of communication so that you can actually have this fresh start that is part of this reading today. But let's see what else. Let's see what else is coming through. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know, please? What messages are coming in? Resistance. Secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. Well, I do feel that perhaps your person has been resisting this connection. And perhaps they have been a secret admirer as well, loving you from a distance. That can definitely be going on now. Also, your person could be trying to figure out what's going on with you, perhaps trying to check into social media, if you have social media. But I feel that this is also about them being resistant to this connection that caused them to run, to ghost, and all of these other things, to be self-centered, to be self-absorbed, to be prideful, to be coming from the place of their ego and not being able to admit when they were wrong. But they are letting down this resistance because they want you and they want this connection and they want to come back in your direction. But let's see what else. See what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Silence. Well, this is about frozen, no words, and a stone wall. And I feel that that is because your person doesn't know what to say. At the moment, I do feel that they are struggling with the words. They are in this space where they don't know what to say, but you know what? The power of the divine is within your person, and they are going to find those words that they need to say to come back in your direction so the two of you can start having conversations with each other, because this is what is going to get this relationship flowing and growing to the place where you can come into this partnership with each other. But let's see what else. What else is coming through for this message today, please? What does the collective need to know? Thinking. Well, this is about them missing you, craving, and desiring you. And I definitely feel that this is something that is happening for your person because they desire you. They desire this connection, and they desire to be able to explain themselves to you. They're thinking about you all the time. And that as well is evident with that 10 of Wands, because they are feeling all of the heaviness of this regret and this remorse and everything else that goes along with that. And they are feeling it also very strongly at the moment, missing you, desiring you, but also wondering if you're going to forgive them. I feel that that is part of this heavy weight that your person is feeling. Will you forgive them? But let's see what else. What else is coming through, please? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? And the only way that they can find out if you're going to forgive them is if they start talking to you and say the words that they need to say to you. Rejection. Well, abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. I do feel that your person could be a little bit fearful that you may reject them. And that can be that 10 of Wands as well. And that 5 of Pentacles. Your person fearing that you may not be open to talking to them. Your person afraid that you have them blocked, that you're going to ghost them, that you're not going to respond if they reach out. But they will have that courage and that faith, that power and confidence to overcome any sort of rejection fears that may be brewing in their mind, because their desire for you and their love for you is greater than their fear. But let's see what else is coming through, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What messages are coming through? Distance. Well, this is about separation, well, obviously, and it is about the space that's between the two of you as well, but the blockage. And this blockage could be because your person can't find the right words. But we have a very powerful God. We have a very powerful universe, and we have a very powerful spiritual team that supports the universe, guys. And your person is listening to that guidance. They are listening to the things that the universe is encouraging them to do. And so they are going to figure out what they need to say to you. And they're going to be able to reach out because they want to close this distance that's between you. They want the two of you to be able to come together and start having conversations because they want this fresh start. And they know that this fresh start with you will be a very powerful fresh start. And they hope that you are willing to hear them out. They may be struggling with the words that they need to come up with to say to you, especially because they may have acted out so badly in the past. And they want to show you with a different way of communication. This is something they're working through as well. But they will find the guts, the strength, the power to do this because they desire you. And their love for you is greater than their fear. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.